So you're going to be asking yourself, what lens for food photography?
So I'm just going to give you a couple of lenses I use. I'm going to go through them and I'm going to show some examples on my site of how they were used. So first I'm going to go on to a website that I use, company CVP. And here on the left you see the 50mm 1.4 Canon lens. Is a lens I've used for a couple of years. It's a very inexpensive lens compared to the one on the right, which I also use, the Canon 50mm 1.2L. The cheaper version, the 1.4, gives you beautiful close-up effects, and I think there's nothing like it. Also, it isn't quite as contrasty as the 1.2 lens, so you get a nice softer sort of feel for that. So I'm going to show examples of when I've used that. I'm going to show examples of when I've used the 50mm 1.2. And another lens that I will show is also a Canon lens, and it's also very useful for food photography. It's the 100mm macro, which doesn't seem to come up there. Yeah, so we got on the right here, we've got the Canon 100mm 2.8 macro, which is a fantastic lens for close-ups. While I'm at it, I'm going to talk about the difference between a standard lens and a wide angle or a zoom lens. These lenses are basically standard lenses, the 50mm, and the 100mm a bit longer, but compresses the plane very nicely. The 50mm are your pretty standard lens. The other lenses I might use from time to time would be the 24 to 105 Canon lens, which is not there, but I'll put it in here. 24 105, and this is actually a zoom lens. It's pretty general purpose lens that people would use, and you can go from very wide to quite long. When it comes to food photography, I would probably use this lens somewhere around 28, 35, 40, that sort of range. So I'm just going to go back to my site. I'll show you some of the examples here. For example, the shot on the left was shot with the 50mm 1.2 Canon, while the shot on the right was taken with the 24 to 105 zoom lens. So it's set at probably between 40 35, somewhere maybe around 28 to 35, somewhere around that. So you get much more involved, much more close-up feel than the 50mm. Then on the left we've a packaging photo which we did, and I used the 100mm macro for close-ups of the fruit and pastry. On the right here we have a shot from the 50mm 1.4 Canon lens, which is the macro lens. It gives you a lovely soft focus areas in the background, and it doesn't give you that terrible high contrast that you get from some lenses. We'll go on to something up here, which is something quite different. We'll see again the 50mm 1.4 being used outdoors to bring the contrast down and create nice soft focus areas in the background. So we go on to something right up here. Again, the 50mm 1.4 being used in a evening setting, so it's nice and soft, beautiful soft focus areas in the background. So this here is shot with a Canon 85 1.2, so you get lovely flatness of the field, you get very soft image, which is quite an unusual thing to use for food photography really, but something I like to use from time to time. And that's really it, really. It's playing around with different lenses. If you want to get in close, use something like 35mm. If you want a flat field and that kind of other sense, you use the longer lenses. And then in between that, you're going to use a lot of the standard 50mm 1.2, which is quite common for food photography. And that's it. So these are the lenses I use for food photography. Any questions, you can email me, mike@mikeotoole.com. That's Mike at mikeatool.com. Thank you.